Hey there, this is our first podcast. Welcome to the channel or wherever this is going to be. It's great to have you guys here. So, just to give you a quick brief on what this is and why we're doing this, um, as you might have already heard or you already know, at Strange, everything is designed with purpose, and it's very difficult to explain purpose via photos and via just a t shirt. So, we thought it's better we explain why we design things a certain way or what's the um, thought process behind a complete drop and all of that. So before we go to that direction, we wanted to do a quick Q&A to answer questions you guys had for us. Unfortunately, we haven't been told what questions are going to be asked to us. It's questions you guys have asked us on our Instagram, and we are going to answer them completely candidly. So you might get to see us a little completely unprepared, but that's the beauty of this, and that's the beauty of Strange, because we like to do things in a very spontaneous and raw manner. So yeah, so our team has the questions ready for us. They are going to be asking us the questions, and Zoesh and I, for whoever of y'all don't know us, will be answering the questions. Ready? Buddy?
Let's do it.
Okay, crazy.
Why did you start Strange?
Uh,
Should I go first? Cool. So basically, I was a stylist before working at Strange. So I was highly connected with fashion. So every time I used to go dress celebrities or dress people who I didn't know, I used to get an idea which was not really like I couldn't do something out of it. So whenever I used to get an idea, I used to note it down, and then as soon as I thought, oh, this is something I would do for my brand, and I think that's how I started Strange, because I was so connected with fashion, so connected with dressing people well or dressing people according to the situation they are in. Yeah.
For me, Strange was very different because actually both of us aren't from a fashion background.
Yeah.
We come from completely different streams, but I've always been creatively inclined, and I knew I wanted to do something of my own. And it wasn't until I started working at Super Kicks. I used to work there for quite a while, and I used to love shoes, so I got into the whole sneakerhead phase, and to match my shoes I used to buy clothes which went along with it, and I got into streetwear. That's how I got into it. But before Strange started, I used to wear only plain black or white t-shirts, because I used to hate t-shirts which had Brooklyn, New York, like whatever basically you get at fast fashion brands. I used to detest it. I used to hate it. So I used to buy plain white and black t-shirts, and I should just try to match them with my shoes. That's about it. And that's where Strange came from, because when we conceptualize Strange, like Strange is an abbreviation, street and change. It's because most majority of clothes that you get to see from this niche of fashion
yeah.
is very random and very unexplained, without any like emotional connect to it.
Yeah.
And we both, because we wanted to change that, street plus change, that's where this whole brand is born from. It's because we wanted to design t-shirts which are not only clothes but an experience which you
Yeah.
can feel, which you can connect to, which you can relate to.
Yeah.
Like a conversation or an emotion that we can get it out through our designs.
Exactly. We literally have a t-shirt which says that. So yeah, but yeah, that's how we came up with Strange, and we work tirelessly to like live up to our standards every single drop, to add even more of our like feelings and experiences and thoughts into it. It's very challenging, but at the same time extremely rewarding.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's
Yeah, but like challenge comes with fun, and it's super fun for us, like to design, to like get all our work done. It's fun.
What's it like running a brand?
I think you should go for it.
so.
You're the studio guy here.
Yeah, so it's nice, it's good running a brand, but like just actually it's so difficult to sum up, because there are so many things that happen on the back end which you never get to see. Like as a customer or a client, you purchase the t-shirt, you get the packaging, you you wear it, and that's it. That's all you have to, like, that's all you get to see. But there are close to like maybe hundreds of hours invested in designing every single piece from that drop.
Yeah.
Another 100 hours of sampling, traveling.
The 100 hours of rejecting.
Yeah, and that's a major part of owning a brand, or actually doing any business, because you fail and reject so often.
Yeah.
And when we started, it was a huge bummer. Like now we expect it, because we know that
We know how it works. We know our aesthetic,
Yeah.
and
No, and even though we fail now, we know that it's okay to fail. But when we started like the smallest, like we used to have one stitch that went wrong, and we'd be like, damn, like what do we do now?
Jack, we can't sell
No,
this
we
if
can't sell
people
this.
talk about it.
Shit, now it's over for us. So we've come to realize that failure is in fact more important than succeeding, because the more you fail, the more you realize what you need to do right the next time around.
100%.
So, but running a brand is extremely fun and extremely challenging. It's fun because anything you think, anything that you feel can be made into something you wear,
Yeah.
right?
That's that.
But I feel with all these defects and all, you really learn how to be patient with all your work in terms of designing, or maybe, oh, this is the deadline you have to design, but it's not happening. You have a creative block, you can't design, or maybe the unit is shut or something like that. Today there's no manufacturing happen. So like you just have to be patient with how you are going, how you're taking things along, like with the whole brand thing.
100%.
What's the strange community like?
The strange community.
Community. Oh, so we design t-shirts, we design new articles, new silhouettes and everything, and there are a lot of people who really like our designs, but we have a specific crowd who buy the t-shirts, the articles for the whole concept, the whole thought process behind it, and not only, oh wow, it's looking cool, I want this, oh wow, this is a poppy color, I want this. Is not about that. It's more of an emotion, it's more of a conversation.
Yeah.
What do you think?
100%. Yeah, no, that's true. So, like most other brands or most other individuals who shop from brands in our community are very focused on what are other people doing, which works in every single industry as well. But for us, we just have a different paradigm. Our line of thinking is very different. That we want people. We don't want to make a design which just looks aesthetically pleasing. We want it to be pleasing to the, like, we want it to kind of relate or resonate to the person who's buying it.
100%.
And of course, there's a small portion of people who just buy it. Okay, okay, this looks nice. Give me this. But majority of the people who shop from us, like our loyal fan / customer base, our community, comes from that. In fact, whenever we do a new drop, we at least get like 50-60 plus DMs that what does this particular design mean? Why did you make it this way? And that's why we wanted to do this. That's why we started doing a lot more of this, explaining why we make what we make. But yeah, the strange community is insane. It's incredible. We, I think so, are the only brand in India who've done 2 flagship events. All right, without anybody else. And I've had like 600, 800 people pull up. And yeah, I don't think so anybody has been able to do that. I don't think so anybody else would want to do that, because it takes courage. Like other brands can try to do it, but it's so challenging to assure that, okay, these many people are coming, are we going to cover our costs, are our clothes going to sell? It's financially extremely challenging, but we have that reassurance thanks to our community. Like we can bet on them.
And there's one more thing about our community, that people wait for our drops. Like as soon as our drop is over, or maybe we launched a drop, people are just like, oh, when is the next drop? And we get so many DMs regarding, oh, what's the concept of the next drop, or maybe, oh, when is the next drop happening? What are the articles for the next drop? And people are eager to buy, or maybe eager to wear something that relates to them.
Why do you think there are so many brands coming up?
This is a better question for you to answer.
So honestly, personally, what I feel is people think that making clothes is easy, or maybe, oh, this is a design, we'll just, oh, this is an idea I have, this is what I saw on Pinterest, if we put this on a t-shirt, it'll just sell. And then there are so many brands out there that you sell a t-shirt for 3K and they're like, oh, it's just normal selling a t-shirt for 3K. So maybe what I personally feel is finding a manufacturer and just getting it all in a streamline. It's very easy, but like selling is the main point. That's what they don't realize.
That's true, 100%. Selling is very difficult. And why selling has not been so difficult for us, I feel. Of course, it's not been like a walk in the park, but it's not been as difficult as it might be for others, is because we sell the emotion. So like it's very easy to sell, because if somebody connects to the drop, right, even if they don't like the color, they don't like the design, they'll be like, I know this feeling, I want it. Right?
This is what it means, this is what relates to me.
That's right. And the other thing is why I feel so many people are starting brands. The predominant reason is 2-3 brands have succeeded, and they see their Instagram, they're like, okay, this looks like a piece of cake, let's do the same thing, let's replicate it, and it never ends up happening. That's why you see as many brands shut as you see them start, right? That's one. And two, this is the reason why when a new streetwear brand starts, I'm inquisitive and happy at the same time, because our generation is highly creative, right? And like, imagine you have a thought or an idea, you put it on a t-shirt, and if somebody is willing to pay 3,000 rupees for it, the validation you get is unexplainable.
100%.
There's nothing you can say to like it's unreal how it feels. So if you get a tiny dose of that now, okay, you sell one t-shirt and it sells, and you want to do so much more of it, which is the beautiful part of it. The sad and difficult part is that it's difficult to sell.
It is very difficult to
That's
sell.
why I think so many brands start
And
end. All right, what's the next one?
What's the design journey like?
so
Design journeys have been really difficult for us. Actually, a good way of putting it is, if you know the term method acting. Like, method acting basically is when you get a new role, all right, you, to become that character, you live like that character before you start acting for a month or 2 months, and that's the best analogy of our designs and our design process. So, like, for example, when we designed Heartbreak Club, we had a really difficult time in our lives going on, love wise, relationship wise, and that kind of inspires us to design. So basically what we are feeling at a certain point is what we try to communicate in our drop. Like, when we hit our 1 year anniversary, we did Hope, like, as an inspiration for people who love our brand, that, you know, anything that you feel strongly about has value, and if you work on it, you can make it come true. So we did that. Then
We did Can't Sleep. Because of Heartbreak Club, we couldn't sleep.
Yeah, exactly. When I was slightly younger, I had insomnia, so Can't Sleep made so much sense. But there's two sides to it. The beautiful side of designing is that you get to put your ideology into
perspective behind
different
design.
silhouettes, and people validate you by putting their hard-earned money, and that is the most incredible feeling. And the other side to the coin is that Can't Sleep for me could mean insomnia, could mean anxiety, or mean 100 things personally to me. But for somebody else, the beauty of perception is that for them it could mean can't sleep, let's rage. Can't sleep, I'm an animal.
Party for 2 days.
Yeah, exactly. So it is so subjective. That's the beauty of it. That's why we were hesitant to explain our designs. But what we realized is when we explain our designs, people find a way to change the narrative in their direction. So Heartbreak Club for me could mean a certain person or a certain experience, but for them, that same Heartbreak Club could express 1,000 emotions that they have felt, only them. So that's the beauty of perception as well. So designing is really great because you get to put your thought and they get to share with you what they feel about this drop. So yeah, that's our design journey.
What's your favorite article or drop?
I want to hear from you first.
Oh, my favorite
Article, I think, is the Strange Gradient 2.0 t-shirt. The FNF one that is not out yet.
Oh yeah, okay. And
Because I really like how the quote says all of life is shades of grey, because nothing is perfect and everything in life is perspective. So I really like that personally, and I think my favorite drop is still gonna be Can't Sleep.
What do you say?
because
During the whole phase of Can't Sleep, there was a time that I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep for a while. I was designing. I was figuring production. We were in a mess, and we couldn't sleep. But it turned out to be one of the best drops that we've ever launched.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more. We should actually do a full Can't Sleep restock, only that, and in different colors. But yeah, if you're watching this, let us know what you guys like, what you all don't. Clothes wise, what we've answered wise, if you feel like there's something we can do better, we love hearing from you guys. Oh yeah, so now
Which is your favorite article?
Yeah, this question was, I think so far the hardest out of everything. I would say for me, my favorite drop is Emotions.
Oh wow.
Okay, because I just love the thought that's gone behind that drop and the amount of attention to detail. I think purpose wise and story wise, it is our most well thought out drop.
And design as well.
Yeah. 100%, no doubt about it. And I personally could relate to it really well because one t-shirt says inside we all are the same, and the other t-shirt is outside, and we all feel 100 billion things
On the outside.
on the outside, and just that teeny bit of detail, like that's my favorite drop.
Plus every letter is written in different emotions. That was beautiful.
And my favorite t-shirt, actually this is going to be a surprise. As much as I love designing and the thought, I love the solids.
Oh.
It's a very unconventional thing for me to say, but if you're watching this, buy a solid. It costs only 1,999. If you're disappointed, we literally give you your money back and send you a t-shirt. It is the most comfortable t-shirt you'll ever wear. You can wear it for sports, you can wear it just to chill.
It's just a t-shirt for
and the
every day.
beauty is the colors are smashing, so you can pair it with a good pair of shoes. Easiest fit you can do, and like we both own like five t-shirts of each color because it's such a good t-shirt. We literally wear nothing else. So yeah, that's my favorite pick in terms of t-shirt.
How does the team work?
How does the team work?
So, just giving you all a brief, Alik is the whole website / designing / handling the studio. Me personally, I work at the units. I get the production in hand. I get the designs live.
In easy words, he does all the difficult work and I do all the easy work. But yeah.
And there's Nikhil who helps me in production and helps Alik in designing backup, maybe.
Yeah. And the good thing about our team is even our core team, like before we expanded, before we had this huge studio and all of this, was me, Zosh, Nikhil. The best thing is that we all have skills that don't overlap. So in case you're watching this from a perspective of starting your own brand, look for a partner who doesn't have the same skill set as you, because that is the most invaluable thing in a team. Because our skill sets are completely on two different poles of the world.
Yeah,
Like,
our skill sets, our perspectives, are just nothing.
We rarely ever agree on anything. Like if there's a design thing, I'll go another way, he'll go another way, and the beauty of that is we never settle. We look for ways. Okay, you're not happy, I'm not happy. Let's do something better to make this something that we both like. So it becomes universally liked, right? And the other thing is like the fact that we are so considerate. Like a lot of times in partnerships and brands, it's very challenging because you don't give that space to the other person. But because we are best friends before we are brand owners, I don't think so we've ever had a fight since Stranger started or an argument, unless it's something related to work, like bro, this design you can do better, like get your production in place or whatever.
This design is too commercial, let's not do this.
And we disagree all the time. That's the beauty. But that's when you're building a team, make sure you keep getting people who don't have skill sets that you have. That's the most important thing. And secondly, people who are highly critical of you, because we are like that. Our whole team, like we have a lot of people who are working behind this podcast as well. And we would never do this if it weren't for our team, right? They put us in this position that like you should do this. It'll make sense for your crowd. It'll make sense for your brand. So get people who push you outside your comfort zone, who are highly critical of you, and who don't have the same skill sets as you.
That is 200% needed. And get someone who's consistent with their work. Like that's the most important part of running the brand.
What's next?
That's it.
That's all the questions. You wanna let's just shoot this. We don't know if it'll come or not, but you wanna talk about just a little bit about Unbroken and the giveaway we've planned for it.
Oh. So
Basically, Unbroken as a drop is about how people are out there working to get evolved, or maybe just started working. They are under the process of working and they want to be somewhere in life. So the whole drop is about that, and it has 3 t-shirts, 1 hoodie, a pair of shorts, and a pair of denims as well. And about the giveaway, I think you should.
So what we're doing is basically there are 3 t-shirts, and it's basically the process of evolving and learning as a human being.
Like a journey.
It's like a journey. When you come across a circumstance you're not comfortable with, you as a human being or as a entity, you slightly crack, you break. And then you're a work in progress till you figure out how to solve that, and when you solve that, you evolve. Right? So that's the journey of learning, and that's what this drop is about. So one of the pieces from this drop, we are making in a one of one colorway, which means it's never going to be sold. There's only one piece of that to ever be made. I'm not going to have it. He's not going to have it. Nobody else in the world is ever going to have it. And we are going to do a giveaway for that, for which the instructions will come out.
Yeah.
But if you are somebody who's watching this podcast and you have come all the way to the end of this, it's only fair we give you something back. So just message us Strange Podcast 1.0 in all capitals on DM, okay?
Yeah.
And we'll send you a certain little something from our side to, like a thank you for watching this. And also, when you send us that, do give us feedback. Let us know what we can do right. We've praised you guys a lot in our community question. So live up to the standards. And yeah, we'll hopefully do this more often. And see you guys soon.